To stanje zavedanja je zelo pomembno in lahko nam pomaga pri vsem, kar počnemo. Pri meditaciji, pri študiju, pri delu. Vse, česarkoli se lahko spomnimo, bomo veliko bolje doživeli, če se bomo zavedali. To ni zapleteno, zato niso potrebne neke visoke iniciacije. To je vsakodnevno delo, vsakodnevna praksa. Čim bolj pogosto se zavedajmo, kaj počnemo in kaj razmišljamo. Seveda bo to mogoče trajalo nekaj sekund ali nekaj minut, potem pa bo se spet vrnil nazaj na svoje projekcije in svoje pričakovanja. Toda večkrat, ko bomo to počeli, bolj se bomo na to navadili in dlje bo trajalo. Ko vidimo, ko opazimo, da se pojavijo motena čustva, kot je jeza, lahko tako veliko lažje rečemo stop, to si bomo gledal, analiziral in potem umirimo svoj in tako bomo umirili svoj Vse bolj, ko se zavedamo tega, kar se dogaja v nas samih in okrog nas, lažje bo naše vsakdanje življenje in v vsakih okoliščinah bomo bolj mirni in bolj osredotočeni.
Pacification of the mind is essential, both in our daily life and spiritual engagement. With a mind jumping constantly from a thought to another, from an emotion to another, being constantly overwhelmed by disturbed emotions, we cannot really progress. We cannot really change the mind. So this practice of awareness and pacification of the mind is essential.
Umirjanje je bistvenega pomena tako v našem vsakdanjem življenju kot na naši duhovni poti. Z ki nenehno skače od ene misli k drugi, od enega čustva k drugemu in ki ga nenehno preplavljajo motena čustva, se ne moremo spremeniti, ne moremo napredovati. Zato je prakticiranje zavedanja in umirjanja bistvenega pomena.
The next important point is to understand the nature of the reality we are living in. This is also very important. It is something that we are not used to do. We look at the wall, we look at the paintings, we look at the plants. We don't question why they are there, how they are there. I see the plant is there. I think that the plant exists from its own side, without any dependency from me, its own existence. I find myself in a situation and I feel manipulated by the situation. I cannot control anything. I think that I have no words to say, I have no action to play in such events. But is it so?
Naslednje, kar je zelo pomembno, je razumevanje narave, resničnosti, v kateri živimo. Tudi to je zelo pomembno. To je nekaj, na kar nismo toliko navajeni. Vidimo, naprimer, zid, slike, rastline, vendar se ne vprašamo, zakaj so tam, kako so tam. Naprimer, vidim rastlino, rastlina je preprosto tam, mislim, da ta rastlina obstaja samo po sebi, da ničemer ni odvisna od mene in da ima svoj lasten obstoj. Znajdem se v situaciji, v kateri se počutim zmanipuliranega s strani okoliščin. Mislim, da nimam nobenega vpliva, da ne morem v takšnih razmerah ničesar reči, ničesar narediti. Toda ali je res tako?
Not understanding correctly how everything is working. What are the forces under our perceptions, our feelings, our experiences, often places us in the role of the victim. When you don't understand how karma works and the role that your own mind is playing in what you perceive, then it is the poor me situation. Like if the poor me is subject to external forces, gods, spirits, demons, whatever, higher power. And we are simply going through what has been pre-written for us. This is not the way we think. This is not what the Buddha taught. The reality we live in is the result of what we have created. There is a very close interdependency between my mind and what I experience. I am not a victim. I am an actor and a creator. In many ways, we are the God of our own life. But somewhere on the line, we forgot about it. We forgot long ago that we are creating what we are experiencing. Like when we are dreaming. While we are dreaming, most of the time we do not remember that it is a dream. We experience the dream as if it is created by somebody else, like if it exists from its own side. And when we wake up, we say, ah, that was just a dream. And we are not so much concerned anymore about what was inside the dream. But in this reality, which we call the awakened reality, in opposition with the sleeping one, we don't think in this way anymore. We think again, like within the dream, that things are existing on their own. We don't remember that they are coming out of our own mind, on the basis of what we have accumulated in the past and on the basis of our actual state of mind.
Ker ne razumemo pravilno, kako vse deluje, ker ne razumemo, kakšne sile so za našimi zaznavami, občutki, izkušnjami, se pogosto znajdemo v vlogi žrtve. Če ne razumemo, kako deluje karma in če ne razumemo vloge našega uma pri tem, kar zaznavamo, potem se znajdemo v situaciji, ko si rečemo, joj, bogi jaz. Kot da je ta bogi jaz igrača nekih zunanjih sil, bogov, demonov, neke višje sile in kot da preprosto doživljamo to, kar nam je bilo vnaprej usojeno. To ni tako, to ni to, kako mi razmišljamo. To ni to, kar je učil Buda. resničnost, v kateri živimo, je rezultat tega, kar smo ustvarili, je tesno povezana med našim umom in tem, kar doživljamo, je tesna medsebojna povezanost. Jaz nisem žrtev, namreč sem akter, sem stvarnik. Na mnoge načine, v mnogočem smo Bog svojega lastnega življenja. Toda nekoč nekje smo pozabili na to.